it's Monday and it's the 7th. So here's the thing with you Gemini and Pisces placements. This has been a really rough Gemini season for you guys, because it's kind of hitting all of the most tender spots of your Gemini and Pisces-ness. Okay, so if you have any places in like, let's start with Pisces. Let's just talk about Pisces for a second and dial it back, because you've heard me talk plenty of shit about water signs, because I am one, but I am not a Pisces. I have Cancer and Scorpio in me. But Pisces is a really interesting water sign, because being that it is the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces contains a little bit of every single zodiac sign, right? So it's like just a little bit of nuance or flavor, if you will, from every other sign is included in that Pisces energy. And Pisces energy is so incredibly intuitive, right? That you guys are just pulling in information so much right now, it's overwhelming. And in my personal experience, Pisces don't really learn early on how to ground themselves, or what it feels like to be grounded in their own selves. And that, combined with the massive amount of energy coming through for you guys right now, is likely to leave you feeling like, who am I? Who are you? What do I do? What's my direction? Just feeling very scattered. Add to that, if you also have Gemini placements, you know that Gemini is an air sign, and very fast, very intelligent, very, from one thing to the other, buzzing around, and very expansive in the realm of ideas. So what does that mean? It means, add to that, you're getting all of this energetic information, and you're probably being flooded with ideas of things to do that you are not sure you should be doing or make any sense. So it's an overwhelming informational period for those with Gemini and Pisces placements. Now, for the rest of us, it still is. But I'm just saying, check on your Pisces and Gemini friends, because they're really like sitting under the waterfall right now, so to speak. So if that's you, if you've been feeling like, oh my goodness, like this energy is gotta pop at some point, or I'm going to, this is gonna be your week. We closed the eclipse window with the solar eclipse on Thursday, and the new moon in Gemini, I think, I'm pretty sure. And what that does is close that big portal that we've been in this whole time. And when you're in portal energy in between eclipses, it's not really a place, you can't really root down. Everything's moving really fast, like you never know what's gonna happen. And we're closing that portal as we get closer and closer to the split. So the energy is really, really ramping up, and you're likely to be really, really feeling it. I posted at some point this weekend, if you are a woman who cycles with the new moon, meaning you get your period on the new moon or around the new moon time, you are probably feeling that sudden downshift of energy as you move into that more quieter space. But it felt this month, it just feels really, really abrupt. It was like, for me, this weekend was like, whoa, full stop. I feel okay today, but the day has just started. So this week is big energy week. Every week I say that, but remember, this weekend was a little bit of a pause, a little bit of a break. And after this coming week, which we will be in the 10th and 11th. So after Thursday, we'll only have about 10, 11 days until solstice, which means we're really ramping up into that split energy. So all I really have to tell you guys is to pay attention and stay in your heart space, because decisions are being made all around. You may not like some of them, but everybody has to do what feels good for them. And if you've been walking around and suddenly feeling like the people who are talking to you are not making any sense, or you're not making any sense to them, that's really part of this. And it's important to observe it and not necessarily freak out about it, because it's shifting and changing, and where things are today I promise they won't be here a week from now. Things are going to really start amping up with the shifting. So be in your body. Remind yourself constantly to pull your own energy back in, like breathe it in into your heart center. Be present in this now moment, because this is where you've decided to be. This now moment is your pin drop in time, right? And so this is where all of your energy needs to be, so that you can affect any change you wish to see now, in the future, or in the past. This is the change point for you, because this is where your consciousness is. When we do healing, when we make shifts in this now moment, we also, the healing ripples forward, back, in all directions. So you are doing your work, but you do it here, okay? Debbie says, I've been avoiding talking to people. Yeah, and quite frankly, that's not a bad tactic. Like, if you have the ability to not interface with people as much, or just like limit the people you are interfacing with, you're probably gonna feel much better. This is not the time to force yourself to be in any social situations that you know already are not gonna feel good for you. Like, if on your best day this situation would not be your ideal, maybe don't do that right now, because this is just not the energy for that. Now, with that being said, I do want to tell you something. And how do I want to phrase this? This feels like for some specific people, it feels like, but also for me. You always have a choice. You are in charge of making decisions that affect your own life. Every person has sovereign authority over the path that they're choosing and over the experiences that they're going to have. So at no point in time, would I ever look at you and say, oh my God, you made the wrong choice there. And you shouldn't do that either, because every choice you make is going to be some experience that you're going to learn from, right? With that being said, it is really, really important right now to get clear on what it is you want. You don't need to head into this week feeling like you don't know who you are and you don't know what you want. And when I say, what do you want? I just mean, how do you want to feel? The details right now don't matter. How do you want to feel? There's an exercise that I've probably done with every single person who's ever taken a workshop or activation with me. And it's describe your perfect day. It's a really easy one. And maybe you want to do it if you're a person who likes to do writing exercises. Just get a sheet of paper, set a timer for 2 or 3 minutes, or put on a short song. And I want you to write down your perfect day from the moment your eyes open to the moment your eyes close, and go so fast that you can't overthink it. And remember, this is a perfect day, not the perfect day. Looks like I'm paused on Instagram. There we go. So it's a perfect day, not the perfect day, which means you can have multitudes, right? So it's a Monday. You do this exercise for today. What would make this day perfect for you? And things you don't include, doing things for other people, people pleasing, anything that you feel is you would only do because it's productive and you want to get things done. None of that, right? So for example, in the past when I've done this, I wake up, I open my eyes, I grab my phone, and I scroll aimlessly on Facebook or whatever I'm on for like an hour. And then I wake up slowly and coffee's brought to me and it's made perfectly for me. Snuggle with my dogs, watch a little Netflix, get up slowly, eat something delicious like some fluffy scrambled eggs with some fresh chives and sour cream and toast, and maybe I get back into bed after and take another nap. Like, do you see what I'm saying? Do that. And when you do that, when you do this exercise, it automatically taps you into that emotion, that feeling of what really makes you happy. It's never as complicated or far-fetched as we think it is. And what is happening with Instagram? I'm sorry, Instagram people. Hopefully they'll pop over here. It's never as complicated and lofty and out of reach as we think. The things that make us most happy and fill us with meaning and, I don't know, just, joy, peace. Those things are small. It's small things, okay? So do that exercise if you have a moment this week. Do it a few times. In fact, maybe we'll do it during our moon call on Thursday, because it's really important to get in touch with those things. Like, what makes you happy? What small things can you add into your day that make you feel like a king or a queen, right? And getting clear on what those emotions are and how you want to feel and giving them to yourself will start to make you understand how dissonant some of the ways you're being treated are. Some of the people in your life are not treating you kindly, fairly, or with appreciation. And when you start to treat yourself with those things, you notice that, okay? You notice those things. So this week, really sink into that for yourself. And remember, you're never stuck. You always have the ability to shift and make changes. And there's no wrong way. You always learn something. You always do. But again, what do you want this time? Because like I was saying, whenever I said it, maybe this weekend, if you pull old dissonant energy through the end of this month, it is going to feel so bad, you guys, especially for you guys, because you've been doing this work. You've been really working it, and it is not going to feel good to drop back into dissonant behavior and pull that through the split. And we are fast approaching that, okay? So there is that. I'm going to do some card pulls for you today. What do you think? I'm sorry, Instagram, are you even able to see me anymore? If you guys can still see me, just give me a hello. I don't know what's going on over there. I'll be glad when this Mercury retrograde has left the building. Tell you what. All right, so we're going to do sensory card pulls. Okay, good. You can still see me. We're going to do the sensory card pulls this morning. And today, we're going to go with sounds, okay? Yes, we're gonna go with sounds. And so you're gonna laugh because of course it's gonna be one of them. But the first sound is cicadas. The second sound is babbling brook. And the third sound is classical piano. Cicadas, babbling brook, classical piano. Go ahead and pick yours now, and then let me know in the comments what you've chosen. Hi, Wanda, I see you. Babbling brook, piano. And while I'm shuffling, keep going. I'll be right back. I am still here. Have no fear. I had to double check and see who was winning because I forgot the name of their username. So if you are listening, Santina HE, you have won the 30-minute private reading, and I will of course be messaging you as well. All right, let's see what we got here. We've got a lot of cicadas, babbling brook. If you're just joining us, you're choosing from one of three things, or if you're Ricky, you're picking two things. Ricky, if you really felt that classical piano with babbling brook, pay attention to both cards that you get, okay? So we're doing sensory card pulls. The first is cicada, The second is babbling brook, and the third is classical piano. So pick which one resonates with you this morning, pop it in the comments, and I'm gonna start pulling the cards now. All right. Take a sip of this too. All right. All right, cicada people. Claudia. Okay, cicada people, you have iceberg. This totally came up last time, I think, or the time before. Mary Beth, if you're just joining us, you're picking from cicadas, babbling brook, or classical piano. Okay, so all right. Claudia. All right, so iceberg message for cicada people. This is you, cicada people. Okay, just like last time, not all of the information is visible, but unlike last time, more information is available, and here is what it is. You do not yet realize what an impact you have on the world around you, because all you see of yourself is the tip of your own iceberg. You are not factoring in how big you are under the surface, and neither is anybody else. Okay, you following me? So what does that mean? Pull your energy in, hone your skills, excel at self-confidence, because here pretty soon, we're gonna get to see you and you're gonna blow some people away, maybe sink a few ships. All right, cicadas. Next up, we have babbling brook. Babbling brook. Crystal's like, oh shit. Oh. All right, babbling brook people. Oh. Yeah, I put it back in here because just in case, you know, sometimes the messages want to repeat themselves, and far be it from me to prevent that from happening. All right, babbling brook people. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I love cards. Don't you just love cards? Okay, it's the new moon. It's like literally the new moon. Ah, it says promise, and it's the new moon. It's, you know, looking like your typical 1980s romance shot there. So like Nicholas Sparks kind of situation. All right, babbling brook people, listen up. This new moon is big new moon for like all of us. If you're getting this babbling brook message, however, this is a time to really sink into that secret feeling you have that something really good's about to happen. And I know you know what I'm talking about. You feel like is something really good about to happen, and then one part of you is like, that's so ridiculous to think that, and you kind of dismiss it. Knock that off, okay? You're messing up your flow and your vibe by thinking that. If you receive this feeling that something good is about to happen, what you need to be asking is, how do I prepare myself to receive it? Okay? Not, could it be real? Do I deserve it? Knock it off. I don't even know why we ask those questions anymore. Yeah, it's real. No one deserves anything. What does deserve mean? You're here. You are on earth right now. And by virtue of you being present and awake and aware, means you receive things. Will you reject them, or will you let them come in? That's your choice right now. So please, soften and accept. So if you feel that feeling, like, I feel like something good's gonna happen, why don't you let it this time and see how you like it, okay? Babbling brook people. Next up, classical piano. And remember, if you did a tie, this is tied in with the new moon card. Sorry, my eyes are like not working. Okay, let's see what we have for classical piano. Let's see. Hi, Michelle. I actually got 2 new decks last week that I'm going to start using in the sensory card pulls with you guys, or maybe, I don't know, maybe I am, but they're in the car right now and I didn't have time, but I feel like this is a great deck for this. All right, classical piano people, you ready? It's this one right here. It's clouds, shapeshifter. Okay, all right, classical piano people. I'm gonna guess that most of you who chose classical piano have a bit of air in you, some air sign placement somewhere, maybe not sun and moon, but somewhere. And this is the message for you guys. You're always changing. Always. If in your life you have been criticized for how much you change, if in your life you have tried really hard to be a more predictable, solid, consistent person, this is your confirmation that that's not who you are. And it's not who you need to be. There's no value that you will be adding by being something you are not. So what does that mean? It means go with your own flow, man. We did not come here to homogenize ourselves. How boring is that? And not only how boring is it, look at how completely unsustainable it is to attempt to be all the same. It tears us up from the inside. It's bad. You're a shapeshifter. You move with the weather. And just like the clouds, we love you in whatever form you are in. Whether that means fluffy, gorgeous, white cotton ball clouds on a perfect blue day, or a massive fucking thunderstorm that scares the shit out of us. We love you. However you bring it. We always do. So be who you are exactly when you feel you are that. And then let yourself shift into whatever the weather is like. That's how you bring your superpowers online. Not by trying to be one type of cloud for your whole life, which is, by the way, completely impossible, right? Okay. No one's trying to catch clouds either, I might add. You can't do that because they will slip through your fingers like the wispy pieces of air that they are. But if you leave them alone and you enjoy them and let them be who they are, we're all good. Do that for yourself, okay? Because we don't have really any patience anymore, right? Like, are you feeling this? Like, just bleh, no patience for being anything that is not who we are. And any last trappings or like strappings, or I don't know what word I want to use, handcuffs, any last vestiges of that feeling of like, I need to be something that I'm not to make other people feel comfortable or happy or to be productive, that's really exiting our systems fairly quickly, and we're having less and less patience. So if you specifically drew this card, it's likely because you are feeling some resistance about that, and this is your confirmation that you don't need to hold on to that anymore. Just be you. You're awesome, exactly how you are. All right, my friends, that's a wrap for this morning. Right? You got this. Our moon call is Thursday at 6 p.m., which means I'm not doing live channeling this Thursday. This month, there's only 2 live channelings, and the second one will be the week after this. So whatever that is. Probably the 17th or the 18th, something like that. Okay. If you would like to join the new moon call and you are not part of Restoration / Inner Sanctum, because remember, we're turning into an app at the end of the month, you can join for free. And if you join Restoration this month, you'll be grandfathered in when the app comes out at the end of the month at the highest tier. So you may want to do that. You may not. You can join the call and you can cancel. It's okay. I don't get mad. It's really no big deal. So if you're interested in that, find the link or send me a DM. The calls are always sent to you after, so you don't need to be live, but I really love it when you're live because your energy feeds me and we do that thing together, so it's really fun. I think that's all. The Merkaba signatures are both full now, and stay tuned on information about that later, because between the two of those Merkaba signatures, I will be developing something else that will be very accessible for all of you guys to get that done. So not that you understand what did I just say, but trust me, it's coming. I'm heading into my inner winter time this week, and so I will be slowing down. So you won't see as many offerings or private reading appointments available for the next week and a half, and then they'll ramp up again. So I'm following my flow and it feels really good. The free reading, again, Santina HE, that was you. I'll send you a message after. And if you don't follow me on TikTok, follow me there because I do a lot of stuff on there and it's fun. Okay, have an amazing day. I love you guys so much. I hope the card pulls were helpful. Reach out if you need anything. And I will be back Wednesday morning with our first Pride Month interview. I'm super excited. I'll see you then. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and follow.